Push it off the end. Okay.
All right. Well, hello. We're at Davy and April's house. They're in Thailand. And they just texted us and said they're eating rat right now. Oh, yum. Anyway, kids are all in bed. And we're in the bathroom because it's a nice bright light. We can see. And it's quiet in here. We won't wake the kids up. Okay, we'll go ahead and start with Bonnie Barber. That song, Judy, that song of Judy's is so beautiful. Why doesn't she sell her songs to some popular singers? Every time I hear a new one, I think it's the best I've heard from her, and then I'm surprised by another. So, so true. And we've just been trying for years to get Judy's songs out there, and we just can't find any takers.
Actually, we've had takers, but for every person that you're talking about, there's probably 1,000 of them that's saying they can do it, and
we've been shystered by a few people. She paid a lady once $10,000 to put a CD together, and then the lady runs off with her CD. She was able to get a copy of it, but the lady still has it. And
so it's not that easy to get somebody you can trust.
You'd think it would be easy, but... So I just put her songs on YouTube and just hopefully... It'd be nice if we could get them out there, just hopefully we could, but you never know.
Well, she's singing all over Utah.
Yeah, she does. She sings all over Utah, but I just love her songs. She's written over about 300 at least. And she's trying to get them all on at least on CDs. She's had them on tapes and stuff, and just trying to combine them all. And because she knows that someday she won't be around here anymore, and she wants to get her songs out there. But I just love her songs, and that would be wonderful if we could get her songs out there. And she does write really good songs. But that's a good question.
See, the people that do it, they make a lot of promises. And one of them, you even signed the music over to them without in this very small print, and then we had to buy them back from them.
Like my song "Million to One," a guy he wanted to do a compilation tape and send these songs from 10 different artists over to Australia. And I said, oh, that'll be fun. And it was $250 per song, and I did 2, and that was $500. And then I wanted to make a CD about 3 or 4 years later, and then this guy, he says, no, you sold me you gave me your songs, your song "Million to One." And I said, why would I do that? Show me the contract that I signed. And the guy that was making my CD, he says, I know him. He's going to cause a lot of trouble. Just buy your song back from him for $500. Oh my gosh, I have to pay $500 to get my song back.
They were brothers, those two.
They probably were. No. Oh, it's a nightmare. You have to be so careful.
And another one said, I can send it, it'll be popular all over Europe, and he sent us kind of a little thing and shows which country where it was a #1 song.
Saying it was #1, and and I've tried to get my songs out there, but...
Well, they're on iTunes.
They're on iTunes, and now the technology is amazing, and it's really hard for somebody to steal a song now because you've got proof that that was your song because it's on.
But if they can buy one of your songs for 10 cents to play it, it'll take a while for it to get
exactly. Rich. Well, we're not worried about getting rich. We just want to get the songs out there because the people that write songs, I don't know, unless you get some big major hit, you're not going to make any money. But it's just nice to get the songs out there for people to hear. That's all I care about. I always thought my song "Million to One" would just go, we didn't know the word viral back then, but it'd be some big hit, but never was. And you get your hopes up and your dreams, and then you get your bubble popped, bursted, and then Judy's trying the same thing, and you just do the best you can. And the main thing now is just get the songs out for people to hear. And now with the technology, you can do that. You can put them on iTunes.
Maybe they'll go viral after you pass away.
That's usually what happens. Like with painters, after you die, the painting goes way popular. But
okay.
Yeah, so let's go to Ancestral Bliss. Hi, Mama O. Do Johnny and his wife still have their survival prep health channel going? And yes, they do. And I'll put a link right here so you can find them, and they have some wonderful advice on how to.
You could do your one Facebook page on survival. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'll post their link, and they really do a good job.
They seem like family members. I recognize them all.
I know, it's so nice to see these familiar names here. Peachums, do you live in a section of your city where it seems to have a lot of crime happening? I ask because your city seems to be on the news a lot.
They're from Utah.
Yeah.
They're from Utah.
Always on the news. But
you have to know what to watch for. You can drive. It's not a ghetto section, but there are a lot of there are gangs, more gangs in our city than in a lot of other cities.
Well, we've been there 43 years, and we live on a quiet section of West Valley, and so there really isn't much trouble. The neighbors, all our neighbors have lived there 45, 50 years. We all know each other.
Actually,
we watch out for each other.
The graffiti's kind of gone away.
Kind of. We hurry and paint it quick. There's a house on the corner that keeps getting graffiti, but I guess the kids eventually get tired of doing it because you paint over it, and so it's not that bad. But you do hear about our city on the news
we don't
a
go
lot.
walking out at night for a walk.
I do. Me and my friend, we used to go out on our midnight walks a lot.
Who? You and
Kathy Harper.
Oh yeah.
Okay, how do you say that?
It looks like it's Hispanic. So.
He says, hi, I love Mama O. And he wants to know who else loves Mama O. We thought we'd put that in there. It's so nice to say that. And so if you love Mama O, comment below. That rhymes. Okay, Kathy Conley. Mama O, how tall are you? And Papa O, you seem so tall. Let's see, you.
I think before I hit 60, I was close to 6'1", but I think if you get older, your bones
6'1",
5'11".
And I'm, I think, 5'9". So we are tall, yes, and we have 4 of our kids that are taller than us. Okay, good question. Bonnie Barber, is Selma Doug's mom? It took me a few days to figure out who Selma is, and that's Doug's sister. She was helping take care of Rochelle's kids. And his mom lives about 5 hours away, and so Selma fills in a lot. And his mom's older. She's 80, almost 89. And so she's older, so she can't really help a lot, but she sends stuff to the kids and birthday cards and stuff. And so that's nice. Yeah, that's Doug's sister. Okay, you want to read that one?
Frank Milena. Chase seems like he keeps you on your toes in all the best ways. He's adorable. He and Ender have a competitive nature with each other. Also, I was wondering how your friend is doing who lost her son last. Last I heard, she was having a hard time. God bless you all.
Yeah, Chase, and he does give you a run for that little fellers. He knows how to run. He's the youngest of 7, and so he's just a charmer. He does keep you on your toes, and him and Ender do have little run-ins now and then, because Chase wants to follow Ender around and Ender doesn't want him to. He wants to be with Sierra. And my friend that lost her son, she's doing much better. She had a fall and she was in the hospital for a while, and last I heard she seems to be doing better. I went over to visit her, and she was in her son's room trying to clean. And she can hardly walk. She needs a walker. And she was down on her hands and knees. And I said, "What you doing?" And she says, "I'm trying to clean." I says, "Well, how'd you get in here?" It was because the room's just packed and she had to crawl in there to start cleaning up. And I said, "Well, let's see if we can get you out of here." And her husband, me and her were trying to help get her to stand up. And finally got her out of the room. We says, "Well, you can clean up later." And she goes, "Oh, I just wanted to come in here." And she's come to church a couple times. But she's just having a hard time physically, getting around and stuff. But she's doing much better. Thanks for asking. That's really nice of you.
I would never have thought they were leggings. How did you think of that?
Oh, the shirt that I made out of leggings. I know. Well, I heard somebody had done that one. She had a wedding dress that had flowers in it and the sleeves and stuff, and she didn't one that's so revealing. So she got some tan leggings and put them on under her wedding dress, and then it was able to show the pretty flowers on the sleeves. And I thought, wow, you can do that? And so I thought I'd try it. I had a ton of leggings. I think I had 7 pair in my closet upstairs. So I thought, let's start cutting and see how it works. And those are so fun. They're so cute. I just love them. I never wore them. They were a bit loud. Too much fun to wear as pants, but I love them as shirts.
How tall did you say you were?
I think 5'9".
Okay.
5'8".
I hunch over, I think. See, now
there you go.
I'm sitting up straight.
But when we sit, I'm taller. But when we stand, you're taller. I don't know if my torso's longer.
I think because there's no back here to my back, so I hunch.
Well, I think even when we sit in the car and stuff,
True.
I sit up taller. We do have a couple more here.
Okay.
Might as well answer them.
Yeah.
Okay, Bonnie Barbara, I'm wondering, and this is a great question for your Q&A, but what does make you angry?
I'd like to know that.
Oh, I'm thinking.
That's not about your husband.
When you don't make me mad.
No, something about somebody else.
I don't like it when somebody makes fun of somebody else. But I don't get angry.
You get annoyed.
Annoyed, and I try and think, say, don't make fun of that person. I try and resolve the problem, and that kind of gets my blood boiling when I see somebody making fun of somebody else, because I was made fun of growing up. And
I would say my thing is, you can get angry like with grandchildren. If you see one hurting another one, and they're really hurting them, you'll jump right in and raise your voice and everything.
Yeah, I'll get after them. And with us babysitting the last couple of weeks, I've had a few little outbursts. Well, like if they won't do what I say and they're whiny and crying, I'll say, okay, like with Evie, I says, you go to your room. You go to your room and you sit there. And then when you're ready to come out, you can stop crying. I mean, the whining, you just think, oh.
How about when they're fighting over cereal? You said if you say one more thing, I throw it in the garbage.
No, tonight they were fighting over the
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. Ambry was picking out the little marshmallows. She was going to take them to class. And the boy Zaid and Daisy jumped up and, you're not taking the marshmallows, they're the best part.
Oh, it's funny. I usually don't eat them, so
I don't like them.
I had a little bowl,
chocolate.
and I picked out the little marshmallows.
You didn't want them.
And put them back in. It took me 3 or 4 minutes just to pick them all out and throw them back in.
So they're just yelling and fighting, and I said, one more word, and they go, this goes in the garbage. They shut up just like that.
That's your equivalent of being angry.
Yes. I don't know. And what was Ender doing today that I got after him? Oh, he was. Daisy likes to walk around with that bird on her shoulder, and Ender goes over and makes it fly away. And I just grabbed his arm and I said, Ender, don't you do that to the birdie. It's not your pet. And he goes, well, I want it to be with me. I said, the more you shoo at it, the less it's going to want to be with you. The bird flies away from you, from Ender and Evie. It'll sit on everybody else's shoulders but those two. It knows to run away. But that makes me angry, that upsets me. And let's see what else. I don't know, I don't lose my temper much.
I would say not at all.
Well, thanks. Oh, that's a good question though. But okay, our last one, Esperanza's.
Esperanza's.
I gave that one to you because I knew you'd correct it.
Esperanza.
Say it correctly.
Esperanza, hope.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty word in English. Besides,
oh, it is really pretty.
Oh dear, it looked like a fire under the sewing machine.
Oh, I was going to show that, but we're at Davy's house. But on an industrial sewing machine, I have to plug it in. I can't plug it into the wall. I have to plug it into where it can shut off if it needs to, because it has such a powerful machine. And so underneath where it's plugged in, there's a little light that's flickering.
Monitoring it.
Yeah, and she said it looked like a fire in there, and I said, yeah, it kind of did look like a fire under there. I said, but it wasn't. I went back and looked at the video. It says there's a fire in there, and so it kind of worried me. And I thought, what if there is, and we're all gonna die? But But then we didn't. I just thought, oh yeah, that does look like a fire. Well, thanks for your questions. That was really nice. And we're surviving on watching the kids, and Davey and April having fun. It's about, let's see, it's 11:30 here.
Hours later.
11:30 here at night, and it's about 1 or 2 in the afternoon for them.
Yeah.
And they're with some other vloggers, 8 Passengers, Tannerites, The Pages, Ohana Adventure, I think they're with. I can't remember all of them, five couples total. And hopefully they won't have an adventure like Doug and Rochelle did when they were gone in the Dominican Republic with the riot. But okay, we'll go ahead and close with a quote. Okay, we got a quote from Anne Frank.
Helen Keller.
Oh, Helen Keller.
So.
Okay, keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow.
Okay, and here's mine from Helen Keller. Never bend your head, kind of like I do all the time.
Keep your chin up.
Yes. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Give me that. No, but
Ryan, didn't it? Keep your head high.
If I'm talking to you and I'm just...
I know, look up.
How are you doing today?
I know, look up. Look out. There's people in there. Oh, that was fun. And make sure you keep the questions coming. And thanks for all those new subscribers. Appreciate it. We're slowly climbing up. I think I got like 40 new subscribers from Davey's channel, and I got some from Jimmy Joe's channel.
From shout outs.
From shout outs and stuff. So thanks a lot. And remember that Mama O is the fun side. Yeah, that's where all the action is. All right, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell.
I have something to add.
Oh, I was going to add.
Now, have you noticed how
He's looking up.
how she smiles a lot? When I substitute in school, I'll run into, I call them smilers. They're always smiling.
Look at that smiler.
They're always smiling. And a couple of days ago, I was in a class, and 2 girls were talking, and these were, I think, juniors or seniors in high school. And I said, this young lady is like my wife. She's a smiler. She's always smiling. And then her friend says, yes, she's just always smiling, as if it annoyed her a little bit.
Sometimes smilers do bug people. They think, stop smiling. No, somebody will say, if you smile, I'm just going to slap that smile right off your face.
Oh, nobody's ever said that.
No, they haven't said it, but they, you know, they just don't like smilers because they want to be in a bad mood. They want to stay in a bad mood. And who wants a smiler coming
See, my
along, being all cheerful?
My problem is people look at me and they say, what's the matter? And I say, nothing is the matter until you ask me
They
that.
haven't said that for a long time, too.
I know.
You're learning how to...
You're right.
You're learning how to smile, so...
No, one of the things we read was, if you want to be miserable...
How to be totally miserable.
Never smile. And so from that day on, when I see people, I
don't want to be miserable.
Try to smile.
You don't need to wear your troubles on your face. You don't need to tell the whole world.
I love that expression.
That things aren't going well, and it is hard to smile. Well, we were looked something up, and it actually takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile.
Way more muscles to frown.
Yeah. And who wants frown lines? Get smile lines, because you're going to get lines.
Choose you this day. The wrinkles you want.
The wrinkles you will choose.
Because if you have the so-called mad wrinkles, what was that?
Your glasses went in the sink. Don't knock your phone on the floor.
Okay, but see, you know, these are the most popular mad wrinkles. But sooner or later, they will stay when you think you're not making them to go that way.
Yeah. How's Papa look without his glasses? I don't think you've ever taken them off, have you?
I don't think I have.
All right, we got to get. Thanks so much, and good night, everybody. We're just smiling about.